Oh my goodness. He's so angry that he can't let go. We'll give him an x-ray, make sure that this hasn't broken anything. In the kennel for today.
Someone brought in this orphaned nutria.
Come up to the porch and peck on it. Happy moment. Look at that creepy little man sitting down there. Good morning, everybody. We have a flood vlog today. Flood vlog. These are my ducks. As you can see, they're enjoying the flood more than anything else. And when we get way too much rain, everything just turns brown where there's animals. There's animals like this cringe ostrich just be walking back and forth non-stop. Precious little creature. The horses are over here. They got plenty of nice grass covering there. They're not sitting and they're walking in any mud, and they have tons of dry hay in there. Basically 2 whole round bales of dry hay. They will always pick that over anything nasty on the ground. But look at this, you guys. Everything's just brown. And look how happy they are. He just did a figure 8. But this pond is also completely flooded. That made this whole area a wetland where the ostrich just destroyed all this grass. This is how I show Homelander where the water is. I just peck at it like this with my hand. These guys saw me spreading this hay out and came right over. Also, look at Poggers and Queen in here. And Kumala doesn't mind them one bit, and they're keeping Kumala safe. And Poggers will actually keep Kumala from fighting with Sylvester. And now these guys have all this space, and Kevin is now in my backyard again. So I don't have to worry about Homelander pecking out my window anymore. I just know he's never gonna bite me, as long as I keep doing this. I've bested him intellectually. Okay, little fella, come on. You guys don't have to go back inside. No, it's okay. That's funny. This pigeon went right back in here. Get out of here, everyone. Right before that bad freeze, my friends at the Humane Society gave me this injured pigeon that someone brought in. Pigeon in the field for today. Such a peaceful little creature. I can't wait for all of this grass to grow back in so it doesn't look as nasty here anymore. This is what happens when there's anything in between Kevin and I. He just gets really angry at it, and then he won't let go of it unless I physically pull him off. We'll do this for probably about 15-20 minutes. It's probably not good for his health to be this outraged. He gets in this kind of state where he's so angry that he can't let go of whatever he's grabbing onto. But while he does this, I can come over here and kiss him. I don't like to let him do this for too long because I love him. He's probably popping a few blood vessels right now when you think about it. It is fun to give him little kisses on his neck when he gets angry like this. But then once I get him off, he's fine. No, never mind. This almost looks more uncomfortable than the last one. This sure is an interesting creature, but we give them plenty of food here every day. And in 1 month, all of this will be nice green grass. And we did get sprinklers out here too, so it's gonna be real nice for them. So I walked away, he stopped doing it, and now he's just eating. And Homewando here, who's still healing up from that little neck injury she had, this is just blue coat that I sprayed on there, is much friendlier than Kevin is. All right, you guys, there it is. I think we might be able to get our very first look. Oh! Also, I realized I never formally introduced this kangaroo, you guys. This is not actually Bingus. This is a kangaroo that was going to a hunting ranch, but I'll explain a little bit more about that later. Oh my goodness. Whoa, just a second, guys. The Urban Rescue Ranch fandom is dying. Don't forget to like this video for... But there it is, you guys. After waiting a good long while, this is the baby's son. This was the only shot I got of his face, and I tried for a long time to get another one. And the reason for that is they spend most of the time with their head at the bottom of the pouch. You see his little tail sticking out there? But all 4 of these kangaroos, and they are 4 because that one has already been born, it's just in the pouch, live in this little area here, and they can go into the eagle flight pen and eat grass whenever they want. And this older female here is cleaning her pouch with her teeth. But what I was saying, this is not Bingus. Bingus is very happy on a ranch with a bunch of other kangaroos, and we won't be getting her back because we don't really need her back. But this particular female was en route to a hunting ranch where her and 4 other males were going to get shot, and they actually thought that she was a male. And if you don't believe me, you guys look it up. It's wild. These people make a ton of money doing this. And it's the same thing that would have happened to Patrick's mom. This is what Patrick will look like. These folks will pay $4 grand to shoot an $800 kangaroo that a farmer didn't want anymore. And these hunting ranches literally buy them 2 days before the hunt. And all of these horse poos have eventually just turned into hay. And the reason why the babies are sweet little goobers is because I bottle raised them when he was an orphan, but other adult male kangaroos that farmers have will usually get shipped off to hunting ranches when they don't need them anymore. The baby's just letting it all hang out today. Now she's taking a little tinkle. For the most part, people just want to shoot the male kangaroos, but both of our females were en route to hunting ranches or places where they would have been farmed for meat eventually. He's turning around in there. Look at that. What is he doing in there? And I always give them access to tons of fresh kangaroo food from Missouri. What is that, a foot? I think that's just a foot. Dang. but if I just give her a little pile of alfalfa, she'll start munching on it for a while. And they have infinite access to that in the barn now too. It looks like that's his little head right there then. But please be praying for little Big Bounce. He's still got a ways to go before he's a healthy adult. But yeah, look how big that is on her. That's so cool. All right, everybody, this is how big Gustavo is now. I am sick and tired of having the water all foggy, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get all of this out with the shovel. No more sand at all, but look how beautiful this little man is. I went ahead and put him up on his basking spot so I could get rid of all that nasty sand. But look how beautiful my baby is. All of these little fellas love playing with my feet. These fellas sure do love the dogs. These little kibbies sure do love my dogs. Ooh, this thing's about to break. Okay, I'm getting in with the croc barefoot because I need to use this bad boy to cut this hole a little bigger. Sure hope Gustavo doesn't bite me. But look at this, you guys. It's beautiful in here. I've got my own little crocodile swamp. Sawed this so that he couldn't just hide under it all the time like he usually does. All right, everybody. This is all the grass that I got out of here. But this is now Gustavo's new little paradise. Look at this beautiful little creature.
Also, someone brought in this orphaned nutria. This is a little baby nutria, and he is living in my bathroom for the time being. He is pretty good at getting in and out of the tub, and that's where he lives. And it's a cute little fella, and I don't mind having him in here at least for the next week.
He sure does love his sweet potato disc.
So these guys love sweet potatoes, carrots, any kind of root. That's what they eat in the wild, mostly is roots. But they also eat grasses. Beautiful little creature.
All right, everybody. I'm pretty sure I put this lead on wrong. One of our based viewers is going to be taking John to an amazing home where he's going to have hundreds of acres to run around and play with other horses. And now that he's going to a much better spot, I can focus on just Arthur. And hey, don't forget to comment, humana, awooga, awooga, to wish John some good luck. Oh, I'm sorry, Chandler from the hit YouTube show Chandler's Wildlife. Am I about to eat this 100% camel burger? Am I about to eat a delicious camel burger from a local Waco establishment? I'm not even joking. It's one of the best burgers. Kevin just always wants to bite me, even whenever I'm just checking on the flight pen here. Kevin's always trying to bite me, no matter what. I'm just gonna knee him away. Oh, here he comes again. Oh, almost got me there. Time to whisper sweet nothings into his ear. All right, now get on, boy. Screaming is sometimes the only way to get him to stop. I've also been using the meta version of ChatGPT. This is a rendition of me catching some nutria. And this is me yelling at a gator in the woods. Cooper's hawk in the kennel for today. All right, everybody. Somebody dropped off a beaver at the rescue. He had what turned out to be a bow fishing arrow in the scruff of his neck, and I used pliers to clip off most of it so it wouldn't get caught up. I can't really take it out because there's a barb in there. So we're gonna go ahead and take him in, get him sedated. We'll give him an x-ray, make sure that this hasn't broken anything. And after he's sedated, we can go ahead and dig that thing out of there. My friends here are gonna be putting the siding on there as well. Now that we finally have all the fire hoses, we can go ahead and put siding on all of these so that every time it rains, they don't just start warping. We also got this dropped off. Gee, that beaver sure doesn't smell good. Look at this precious little kestrel. Oh my goodness. But I went ahead and brought him to All Things Wild so we could sedate him before we try and pull the arrow out and clear out the necrotic flesh. But beavers are large aquatic rodents with big webbed feet. After we gave him some EP gas, we spread him out so we could get an x-ray so we could make sure it didn't nick any of his bones. Luckily for this big boy, it only went into the fat and the muscle on his neck. I didn't film us cutting out the arrow because I didn't want to get demonetized, but this is what it looked like. These heads are meant for fishing. And our game warden said that it's legal and encouraged to hunt nutria because they're very invasive, and perhaps someone shot this beaver thinking it was a nutria. The person who dropped it off at my facility said that he trapped it and didn't give me many more details. But Polly should be getting a 3D printed beak very, very soon. This is a coot that came in with a broken beak, and look at how its feet are like little oars. Lena over at All Things Wild did an amazing job of patching this boy up with antibiotics. And although I am permitted to take care of these guys by myself, they did a much better job than I ever could have. Not to mention another month and a half of cleaning and changing out bandages. All right, everybody, we dropped off the beaver and he's gonna be doing okay, and I am releasing this possum. I traded a beaver for a possum. Not a very good trade. I am not very fast creatures, are they? After that, I went to Inner Space Cavern where I saw some fresh water and some rocks. This rock was particularly soy jack inducing. But the cave had a sinkhole where there were all kinds of mammoth teeth in and other ancient bones from the prehistoric era. And then we also got to see the 360 overlook in Austin. Pretty neat stuff. Good morning, everybody. Right now the kangaroos are eating all the tall grass that's in here. We are officially done putting perches in here for now. And Homelander is now able to come up to the porch and peck on it, which is nice. So now you can just sit here and have Homelander peck at and annoy you. But look how precious this little creature is. At least for now, there's now no more construction going on in here. I never had anything grazing in here until now. So this is what all the grass on the property could look like if we didn't have tons of animals and Bermuda grass put in. And these are all just fire hoses that the fire department couldn't use anymore because they didn't pass inspection. But the goal is to eventually dig this in a little deeper and turn it into an actual pond. And this enclosure here is big enough to legally rehabilitate eagles and osprey. So if we want either of those animals to practice fishing, we could put some native fish in this big pond. I may still separate both halves of this and keep it open here where the pond is. That would make this entire enclosure a 200-foot flight pen that's in a U shape. But for now, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and it looks pretty good. Happy moment. Oh, look at Mama. She's coming. Okay, here's our first major design flaw. Gustavo can get behind this little thing here. Good thing it's nice and warm out here. Look at that creepy little man sitting down there. Oh my goodness. But this is Gustavo now, you guys. Look how much bigger he is after being at Sean's place. He still has that little snub on his tail there from when he got bit by that Nile crocodile. I filmed this before I cleaned all the sand out. There you go. I've got this cranked up to 79 degrees and it's very warm and humid in here. And this little guy now finally has this whole place to be comfortable and happy in here. I think Gustavo's gonna be very happy in here. Whoa, guys! Will Uncle Ben survive? Just kidding. Finally all caught up on footage. I just dumped all that footage on you guys from the last few weeks. I'm gonna be making some more regular vlogs for you guys. That's it for now, you guys. I love you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Ooh, I almost forgot to tell you.